Gang, 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 gang. We are back yet again for another live review. And today I got a good one for y'all. Hey, YouTube, take a look at the screen right here. All the content in this video is used under fair use. Okay? Used under fair use. So relax and fall back. How is everybody feeling? I also have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this video contains content that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. And there may also be some trigger warnings within this video, as we are talking about allegations that were made, because we are going to talk about Melissa Forde and the comments she made against Camron and Mase and the backlash that came from that. Also, we're going to look at how the fans are really feeling about FIFA. A lot of people are very disappointed in her. They are very sick of her. She went from being a fan favorite to a fan flop. And it's all her fault. But we gonna get into that. Give out a year to everybody in the chat. Give a year to Kimberly, Queen of Petty, Lulu. Yaya, what's poppin'? All for love. What's poppin'? She's the C. What's poppin'? Gold Digger. Evelyn. Peggy. Gang, gang. Sherry. What's poppin'? Selena. Melissa. Latoy. What's poppin'? Garner. What's poppin'? Nugent. What's poppin'? Aisha. Shiva. Yolanda. Erica J. Gang, gang. Elise. Heidi, what's poppin'? PM, Princess, Raya, Dawn, Janelle, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Angel, we don't call you Kim. I can't see that right now. I don't have my glasses on. Kim, Erica B, the Rainbow Chick, what's poppin'? Gang, gang. Andrea, Nanya, Mama Cass. Gracefully Living. Jewel, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Miss Poppington, what's poppin'? Denise, Lee, Latoy, Manny Lopez, Paula, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Brandy, Just Internet, what's poppin'? Terry, what's poppin'? Teresa, Melissa, Carlita, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Poppin' Jocelyn, what's poppin'? Octavia, Ari Mac, Asia, Crystal, what's poppin'? Aubriana, what's poppin'? Miss Jackson, ooh, what's poppin'? Sharitha, Dawn, Barbara, Austin, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Scooby Bay, Latrice, Sheena, Tiffany. What's poppin', everybody? But we gonna get into it. MC, what's poppin'? We gonna get into the TEA with some Hennessy. Y'all ready for this? I hope y'all are.
Double MG, the mother niggas fell off. Baby girl, I just wanna see you well off.
Call me crazy shit, at least you callin'. Feels better when you let it out, don't it, girl? Know it's easy to get caught up in the moment when you say it cause you mad and you take it all back.
What's poppin', y'all? Did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss me? No, y'all ain't miss me because y'all just see me. Y'all ain't miss me because y'all just think me, okay? Y'all just think me. Okay, let me just let the peoples know that we are live. I know y'all probably like, Henny, you supposed to do that before you go live to let us know you about to go live, but you'll never do that before you go live. You go live and then you let us know that you live. Why you be doing us like this? Because I be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes and I be forgetting y'all. I'm sorry. I don't be meaning to. So have y'all gotten the chance to actually listen to the Melissa Forde incident? It's very interesting. I'm looking back at y'all comments. What's poppin', lady boss? Boss lady J. What's poppin', Gem Lifestyle? Yeah. The gang is coming in, y'all. So no, y'all haven't heard. Henny glasses in the chat if you do not even know who Melissa Forde is. Paula, she said, no, what happened, girl? I could hear you saying it just like that. No, what happened, girl? I can hear that. I can hear that. If you have no idea who she is, put your Henny glasses in the chat. I see a couple of Henny glasses going up. Yeah, a lot of people don't know who she is. Well, we gonna tell you who it is. I spelled her name wrong. She doesn't spell her name with an I, it's with a Y, but whatever. Okay. Yes, honey. She's a video vixen from back in the 90s. Okay. You know, Buffy the Body. Henny glasses in the chat if everybody knows who Superhead is. If you don't know, matter of fact, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Henny glasses in the chat if you don't know who Superhead is. She said, LOL, I'm 31. I know who she is. Y'all not old. Superhead. If you don't know who Superhead is, put some Henny glasses in the chat. A lot of y'all don't even know who Superhead is. Where y'all been? Gym Lifestyle, I'm not even letting you get away with. I'm 27. I'm not letting you get away with that because she was a video vixen that ran her mouth. She ran her yappers about stuff that was going on behind the scenes and stuff. So, let me tell y'all what happened. So, y'all know she's a part of the Joe Budden podcast, and I kind of like lost my zeal for Joe Budden's podcast, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he just can't seem to keep co-hosts, and it seems like he just jumps around all over the place. Now, I did not go into the Joe Budden podcast. I've been watching clips because y'all know clips be giving y'all the tea, right? So I'm watching some of these clips of what happened. And this morning, I'm going to say, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea about what had happened, okay? So when I saw Camron was on Live Bites, there was a portion of his rant that I took and clipped up because I found it hilarious. And I found it hilarious only because that's how I be feeling when I wake up and I'm restricted on IG. You know, I come from the payphone era. You know, I used to wear a beeper. I come from that era. So I don't care about y'all little internet games. You know what I'm saying? Basically just saying like, yo, I know how to survive without the internet. You know what I mean? So I found it funny. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, people not liking this. And there's a reason. What you did, Camron? What did I step into? And y'all, that's when I stepped into all of this. So The clip we're about to watch is going to come from a channel called The Stop. Now, I am going to put their name and stuff down in the description box below. And I'm going to let this video kind of play just a little bit because I want y'all to hear for yourselves. Because we finna get into this, okay? Because I got a lot to say about it. Trini Henny. Listen, have y'all noticed that people are starting to do things that they haven't been doing before? That's all I'm going to say. That's why I said what I said earlier. People are starting to do things that they were not doing before. So we're going to watch this. Shout out to The Stop here on YouTube.
Cast.
I mean, I was just like, just read the, considering what just came down the pipeline, all these sexual.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me skip past this and go to what they said and then go back
about this.
Because what I'm about to play is from Camron's What It Is podcast, where he and Mase, he was talking about a adult incident that he and Mase had. It was a shared experience, and Melissa Forde had something to say about it. So we're going to take a listen to that, and then we'll go back to what she had to say.
Describing an act on his podcast.
We was in the house one time, me and Murder. So we left. We took the house. She said his, and he started hitting her, say you wasn't fucking my like that.
And I have to say,
so basically, it's a lot of bleeping out, but he's talking about a situation where they were in a whorehouse. There's no other way to put it. A lady of the night house. That's what I should have said. They were in a lady of the night house, and they had some young ladies. And, you know, she was giving fellatio to somebody. And the comment was made that you were not giving me mouth mop the way you was giving him.
I kind of see both sides.
Okay?
What Melissa
story
on his podcast.
I mean,
Melissa then took it upon herself to sit and make this comment.
I was just like, just read the, considering what just came down the pipeline, all these sexual harassment and assault lawsuits and stuff like that. This wasn't even in poor taste. This was just potentially you might be getting yourself in trouble. Is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that?
Come
on now.
Now, she caught some backlash from her co-host about making that comment, okay? Because she insinuated that there could have possibly been some underage goings-ons in that whorehouse. Now, here's where she lost me, okay? Because in the beginning, all right, in the beginning, when she first started giving her spiel, she had me with her. In the beginning, she had me with her because she was talking about the climate of everything and how we were and, you know, all of that. So she had me riding with her. Where she lost me at was where she decided to make. Yes, daughter of y'all, I did get it. Hold on, y'all. Why is Chastity? I sent Chastity something once, right? Why is she requesting $6 from me? What? Anyway, why would you then follow that up with that? Why would you bring underage girls into that when you just made a whole opening statement about the climate we're in, the charges that are being brought up, the things that So you're going to make an allegation like that against another black man in the entertainment industry. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it is an impossibility that, you know, this thing that she's saying didn't happen, okay? I'm not going to say that it's impossible. What I am going to say is if it was inappropriate for him to make those comments, then why is it appropriate for you to make that accusation following that statement up? Is it a possibility? Is not what my issue is. It's the timing of it. It's the timing of it. Stuff like this in a climate like this is not good, because who's to say that now they won't start digging in Cam's background? And let's be real, in the 90s, these rappers were not hidden the way that the rappers are pretty much above the public now. Okay. In the 90s, you could very well go into Harlem and you might just run into Camron. You might just run into Jim Jones. You might just run into Joel Santana, especially at the Tunnel. When we were at the Tunnel, baby, you was rubbing elbows with your favorite rappers. Okay. I know some regular girls who got taken down in some bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't that hard. They weren't that hard to get access to. You just had to know the hot spot to get to. And you had to be sure that you were appealing that night. Miss Poppington, am I lying? In the 90s, if you wanted to bed your favorite rapper, it was very much possible. It was not a fantasy. It was very much possible. Yes, girl, I said the Tunnel, the sweat box that everybody went to. The Tunnel, baby. If you're from New York, you know. That was the first club that I knew of that had a quote-unquote gender-neutral bathroom. They were the first to do it, if we gonna be real honest. So now, Camron, this is the video that I got the clip from that I now see that people were not feeling. And I kind of, I guess because of the climate of everything, I made a joke in poor taste and poor timing. It is what it is. But let's listen to what Camron had to say in response to Melissa's allegation.
I think y'all niggas see me in suits too much and got me fucked up, man. That's what I really think. Don't let them $11,000 suits you see me in get shit fucked up, nigga.
And I just want to say shout out to Diplomatic Lifestyle, because that's where I'm getting this from. Diplomatic Lifestyle. I'll put them down in the chat for people who are interested in this or that. Okay.
Please,
down in the description.
Please. Now I'm gonna break this down. And that's the last day I'm ever talk about these niggas or this show or whatever, because I don't even watch y'all motherfucking show. Watch that shit. Niggas send me shit. This is how I find information out. And I'm gonna break down this whole story for people who don't even know what's going on. Because yesterday, niggas is like, yo, what's going on? Niggas don't even know what the fuck going on y'all.
We don't even know what's going on. And that should say a lot about Joe Budden's podcast. You lost a lot of people. Some people stuck with you. Miss Poppington, you stuck with them. I did not. He changed co-hosts too many times for me, which tells me there's something wrong with him. Okay. I just want to say shout out to Camron, because Camron sounds like, remember when I was saying there was nothing like a New York dude? I think I was saying that on my IG. Like the way they talk and all of that. Like, don't Camron give you those, hold on, let me put my Timbs on vibes while I put you up against this hallway wall real quick? Don't he give you those vibes? Okay, let's continue.
Nigga shit. They got to find out through us. And we don't even do fucking hip-hop podcasting or whatever. We don't even podcast, nigga. I got a show on a network, nigga. So look, last November, I started this show, It Is What It Is, a sports show. Mad people was coming to me, yo, Cam, I want you to do a podcast, be on this podcast, be on my podcast.
So I'm going to explain what we're getting right now. We're getting a whole backstory to Cam's podcast. Because remember, It Is What It is the podcast where he made this comment at. Because I know some of y'all like, Henny, get to the meat and potatoes. No, we got to get the story, okay? We're going to get the story. And then we're going to go back to the comments that were made. Mm-hmm. So just stick with me. I promise it'll all make sense. And shout out to Diplomatic Lifestyle for trying their best to block out what he's doing right now.
I'm like, I don't want to talk to niggas for a living. What the fuck I look like talking to niggas for a living? I'd be depressed if I had to talk to niggas for a living. No disrespect to all the other podcasters do interview. I'm just saying, me personally, I can't talk to niggas for a living every day for my income. That just can't be me. But look, I like sports. So I said, let me do a sports show, right? I shot a couple episodes, 2-3 episodes. I'm like, I'm gonna give this shit a shot because I want to talk about sports the way I wanted to talk about sports.
Now, obviously, there are not a lot of females that probably follow his podcast, but Henny Glasses in the chat, if you even knew that Camron had a podcast called It Is What It Is podcast. Because I sure did not know that he even had a podcast, period. Like, I didn't know this. This was news to me. So today, as I'm looking into what I'm looking into, I'm like, he does a podcast? What? Something funky going on with my pewter right now, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm trying to get it to be equal, and it don't want to be equal. Like, why are you not equaling out? Anyway, nobody knew, right? Oh, okay. So y'all knew. There's some of y'all in here in the chat who knew that he had a Is What It Is podcast. Okay. All right. You've seen it like twice. Okay. You've seen it twice. Miss Poppington said, I watch it sometimes. I'm a tomboy at heart. I like sports. Okay. I heard about it, but I never listened. Not a big sports fan. Okay. So we've got some mixes in here. All right. Your husband told you about it. All right. Okay. There's a lot of nopes, but Camron is the wrong person to come for. He is very relentless. Child, a mess. Okay. So all right. Huge sports fan. So yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, hubby and I look at it. All right. So yeah, it's with Mase. Right. Okay. All right. See, so I've caught some clips. Okay. So we've got a mixed view. Okay. So there's some people that understand what's going on. So for those of y'all who don't know what's going on, he's explaining it.
Pass me a lighter, yo. Right there.
And I need you to understand,
so
you get New York grit.
The way I want to talk about sports.
Right. He want to talk about it how he want to talk about it.
So I did 2-3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
November, I did 2 in November.
Mm-hmm.
I did 1 in December.
Okay.
Then Christmas came and New Year's came. Right after New Year's, my mom got sick. She got cancer.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Cam.
So I couldn't film. My mom was sick she got diagnosed with cancer January 7th.
Mm-hmm.
She died February 9th.
Oh, so my condolences. Whole month,
you got to realize where my brain is at.
Right.
Watching your mother die. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, sitting there watching your mother die for a month.
Right.
Every day watching your mother die. That's, I wouldn't wish that.
With GoDaddy, you can create an easy to.
Okay, so we caught a commercial, but y'all, yeah, that's triggering for me. I watched my father pass away. We'll talk about that. I don't care how much I hate you. I wouldn't wish nobody to have to see that ever. Right. That was some fucked up shit. Yeah. I handle it good, and niggas don't know what I go through. Right. But to sit there and watch your mother die for a month. I want to say this. I understand exactly what he's going through because I watched my father die. Like literally. So, I got to talk as if Camron's going to ever see this one day. But, Kim, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to you. I understand that. I watched my dad go. And it traumatizes you. It changes you. It changes you in a way that people, unless they've gone through it, they will never understand. So, my condolences to him and his family. Damn. Well, let's continue.
Some wild shit, bro. It's wild. It's crazy. Talk about that another day. So about March 1st, when I got myself back together, I called Mase. I'm like, yo, be a guest on my sports show. He said, cool. He came through. He had fun. He said, you want to be partners? I said, yeah, let's be partners. No investors, nobody giving us bread. We put up our own money. We say, yo, let's see how this shit go. If it go, we'll see what happened. But let's film for the rest of the year and see how it go. So we did that. We hired a female who was in college. Her name was Treasure Wilson. Senior sports, not just sports journalist, a journalist, period. She got the NAACP award for journalism.
Now, this is very important that he's bringing this up, okay? And the reason he's bringing this up is because of the climate that we in right now, what was being said, okay?
We hired her while she was in school. That's my water, bro? So we hired her fresh while she's in school still, paying her. She ended up graduating and all that. So we're doing a sports show. And while we're doing this show, me and Mase, now, like I said, I did 4 episodes, November, December, took off the whole January and February because my mom was sick. So I got back to it in March. We do about 8, 9 shows. And I see Nori and Joe Buttons saying, yo, I love when people feel they're doing what they doing. So I took that as, oh, niggas see me do it in November. My mom's got sick and they thought I quit doing it.
So basically, Joe made a slick comment and he took it like Joe was taking a shot at him because he said, I love when Negroes fail at what they doing. So he took that as Joe was slick dissing him.
So they was like, yeah, especially sports shows and this, that, and the third, and I love seeing them fail. Later on, they said they wasn't talking about me, so I do want to apologize to Nori publicly because he said I never apologized to him publicly, which I didn't. And I Nori my nigga, so I truly do apologize. I took it as, I'm just telling you how I took it. As I did the show in November, December, I didn't do it for 2-3 months. Nobody really didn't know the reason why I wasn't doing it. And when I picked back up, it seemed like, oh, this nigga Cam doing sports shows 1 week, not doing it. That's how I took it. If I took it wrong, I apologize. So when I see.
Now, let me ask y'all something. Just based off of what you heard without going off of knowing anything. Henny Glasses in the chat if you believe that they were, if not Nori, Joe Buttons. If you believe that Joe Buttons was slick dissing Camron, put some Henny Glasses in the chat.
Seeing that, I'm like, niggas coming at me? Pause. I ain't even bothering nobody. I'm just trying to do my shit. I put up a little video about Nori and Joe Buttons and this, that, and the third. If y'all wasn't talking about me, I truly apologize. I'm telling you why I took it like that. So shout, especially Nori, because that's my nigga for 20-something years. So me and him, we good now, but he said I never publicly apologize. Cool. I'm doing sports. I'm not bothering nobody. During these sports shows, me and Murder talk about times from back in the days. Yeah, mind you, so I'm taking this show. Me and Mase start the show March, is December. Just to give y'all an idea what's going on. We are number 2 in analytics when it comes to all debate sports shows, or sports shows period on YouTube, or analytics per month. Only people ahead of us is sports on YouTube, and this is no disrespect to no other sports shows or nothing like that, is First Take. So I'm not shitting on no other sports shows because all y'all sports shows, you know, gave me life to want to do this. I grew up watching Sports Center.
Right.
I grew up watching Skip Bayless. Even though I talk about Skip Bayless on the show and give him a hard time, we can't act like Skip ain't. a staple in the sports community. Shannon Sharp, another nigga, gave me inspiration to do it because he was being himself. Number two, we number two. Analytics, straight up and down. It is what it is. Number 2 sports show on YouTube.
And then let me pause this real quick and let me say something. As an up-and-coming YouTuber myself right now, because what he's touching on is something that is very real. Let me take this down for a second because I want to be face to face with y'all real quick. I love the way that he just shouted out everyone that paved the way for him. Okay. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of times people have a hard time paying homage when homage is due. And if you notice, when I came out, I paid homage to those who inspired me, who I watched do these things and inspired me to come up here and do what I'm doing, right? But there will be people out there that are Joe Buttons to you. And I've experienced that a lot. I've experienced it a lot when it comes down to being in these YouTube streets. I've experienced it being in Instagram streets too, you know, and on this side of the camera, dealing with all that's going on, sometimes it can be overwhelming. And one of the most hurtful things is to have someone who paved the way for you talk about you, or somebody who's supposed to be, you know, in cahoots with you, like camaraderie with you, talk about you or turn on you or whatever. And it happens. It doesn't just happen to celebrities. It happens at our level as well. Yes, the YouTube streets are definitely different out here. Okay. And I know y'all saw me with Cutie last night. And, you know, we mentioned that she thinks that it may be a celebrity that's coming from my channels. I believe it's a content creator. And I'm saying that publicly. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a content creator. Because to them, I came from nowhere. And when you come from nowhere and start coming up, sometimes it makes people feel away, especially when they believe that you haven't put in the work that they've put in. But what people don't realize, because I've hidden those on and off for 9 years, I just recently got consistent. So I'm not necessarily new to this. It's just that I happen to change my direction of my YouTube and start going in a wave of providing receipts, because people out here were spinning narratives too much for me and lying. So I really do believe that it is a content creator out there that's watching, because I have my regulars that talk to me in the chat. But as y'all saw, those numbers can go up sometimes. And sometimes the numbers can get crazy in here. When the numbers get crazy in here and the chat is not reflecting the numbers and the likes are not reflecting the numbers, that means that somebody is watching and not commenting or liking, but they're watching you. And a lot of times people will sit and watch content creators. Other content creators will watch other content creators so that they can get ideas for their shows, so that they can go ahead and they could take whatever that content creator said and rebuttal it over there without actually going back and forth with the content creator. But because this creator said this, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to talk about that and make that a key speaking point so that I could do whatever. People do it all the time. So what I'm saying, and the reason I brought that up, is because I can understand the seat that he's sitting in right now. You know what I'm saying? So it is shameful, because there's enough subscribers and money out here for everybody. Nobody has to, you know, do some of the diabolical stuff that has been done, you know, to other content creators as well. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there, because that's a real thing that happens. Okay. So what he's saying is not very much unheard of, and I can actually relate to it. But let's continue.
The big shows in the morning, well, during our time that we come on, I should say. I don't want to say all the sports shows, but 8 in the morning Eastern time. First take out, shout out to the big homie Stephen A. Smith. So during our shows, sometime, me and Mase talk about old stories. I know Mase since I was 11 years old, maybe younger than that, maybe 9 or 10 years old. So we talk about old stories. And I ain't gonna be long-winded because I don't want to be up here all day. I just want to make sure everybody's super clear on why I'm doing this. During one of our shows, I was talking about how me and Mase in the 90s, which I was talking about, the actual year I was talking about was 1992. We was in a whorehouse. And we was laughing, having fun. And we saying, whatever, we was in the whorehouse. Mase, Mase don't always give me permission to talk about our old stories because, he's a man of God and he got other shit going on, but he remembers his past sometimes, so sometimes he let me talk. Anyway, I'm talking about this time we in the whorehouse and all that shit. Talking about we slid a bitch, all this shit. Cool, whatever. I see a clip where on Joe Budden's podcast where Melissa Forde is talking about, it might have been underage girls in there. First of all, I only like older bitches. Second of all, it was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be in there. We wasn't 18. I just turned motherfucking 16. I ain't even defending myself on that nonsense. You're not even from this country. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the whorehouses in Canada or wherever you from or whatever pedophile shit they on, wherever you from. We not on that. I ain't even going into that. More of the story, she said it. Knowing the times we in, Joe Buttons and them went in on whatever. They're like, yo, that's some serious allegations, this, that, and the third. But they didn't edit it out. So from two things I take from that, they either threw her under the bus or they said, fuck it, let's get the ratings or whatever they want to do. Either way it came out, it could have been edited out. It wasn't live like I'm doing live right now. So I ignored it because it's nonsense. So I ignored the shit. We said a little something on our show, but we don't get that. We don't give this type of energy I'm doing on live. That type of business on our show, my nigga. Our shit is sports and our fun. So this energy don't go on our show. This cam energy on my own personal time. So we said a little something. I ain't even say nothing. I said, fuck the bitch. The bitch don't know what she talking about, whatever. So yesterday, whatever day she issued.
Hold on. Let me just say something that he pointed out very clearly. Very clearly. This was in the 90s. He said, I was underage myself. I had no business being in there. So you see, this is where I caught this part of the clip, right? This is where I have an issue with what Melissa did. Because at the end of the day, Melissa, you're making an accusation at a time like this. You acknowledge that we are in a time right now where a lot of these big music moguls and superstars are being brought down on essay allegations. You just made that comment, and then you turn around and you follow it up with what you said. But you ain't thinking about the fact that he was underage at that time, his damn self, and shouldn't even been in the whorehouse. But he was in there, okay? He was in there. Again, is there a possibility that somebody could have been in there underage? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know why I'm going to say absolutely? Is because I was 16, 17 years old in the down south, shake 'em for $1 with your pennies off club with the heels and the smile. And I was 16, 17 years old in those clubs with a fake ID. So is it very possible that someone could have been in there? Yes. But why the hell are you making that accusation? And then you're not taking into account the fact that he himself shouldn't have possibly been in there. You don't even know how old Camron is for you to be making these assumptions. See how shit gets started? And how somebody could say something that could potentially take somebody down? Let's see what Gold Digger had to say. She said, it is disturbingly sad, Henny, but your content is balanced with the receipts. Viewers have a clear understanding of what's going on. We don't walk away with our heads spinning from messy untruths. Thank you so much, Thank you so much. Right. You've been places. As a woman, as a female, I can say I've been some places I shouldn't have been when I was a teenager. Back in the 90s, I was in some places that I shouldn't have been. But let's continue because I wanted to touch upon the fact that he has said that right there. I was underage. I shouldn't have been in those spots.
Choose an apology. I'm like, nah, don't apologize. Because I was going to address it when I felt like addressing it.
Wait. Wait. Did you hear the way he said that? That's that New York petty getting ready to activate. Nah, don't apologize. Don't apologize because I'm going to address it when I'm ready to address it. Nah. I'm still going to get your ass. Like, nah. Fact, she should have kept quiet with her track record. Baby, we finna get into that track record in a minute. But we going to let Cam finish. Okay, we're going to let Cam finish just a little bit more.
But the reason I addressed it yesterday is because it's like, yo, you say that foul shit because that's some foul shit to say.
Facts.
Man felt like that shit, like, and the times when for you to make them type of allegations, don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Right.
You serious?
Right.
Come on, my nigga.
I'm on Cam's side.
Come on, my nigga. Stop playing with niggas, man. Anyway, she tried to apologize, and I said to myself, nah, because if I address it in a month or whenever I felt like addressing it, people gonna be like, oh, Cam, she apologized, leave it alone. You can't just say shit like that and 3 days later, 2 days later, be like, oh, my bad, I wasn't thinking.
This is what I'm saying. So she issues an apology after she said it. He hadn't said anything. Just trying to give y'all up to speed on where we at with this. Okay. So she says what she said. He hasn't said anything yet. And then she issues an apology. And it's exactly for the reasons that he said. You've issued an apology. So now when he goes in on you, when he start pulling his receipts on you, because we got some receipts. I don't have the picture that was taken down from Instagram. But allegedly, he posted a picture of Melissa that got his page reported. Okay. But he also posted some other things. Baby. Baby, I was doing more than dropping it in the club. You hear me? All right. I was doing more than that. I was bands will make you dance. Okay. I was the inspiration for that song. But I agree what he just said. You cannot say something like that. Like people think that they can apologize for things that they do. And it's supposed to just make it go away. You can't make no accusation like that against some man and then think that you can just walk away from it and just be like, I'm sorry. I issued an apology, so I'm sorry. No, because there's consequences to shit. And what you just did could have some very detrimental, they still could have some very detrimental consequences to his action, to those actions. You can't undo disrespect. We're going to talk about that too. When people play in your face, they can't undo that.
You damn right you wasn't thinking.
Get it,
You wasn't thinking. Y'all shouldn't have said that. That's some serious allegations. Why say that in the beginning? You're not even from here.
Right. She not from here, y'all.
You're not even from this country. I could have went straight to Ice-T, fucked you in the bathroom for $2,000 when you was fucking doing waitressing.
Allegedly.
I didn't even go there. You used to fuck in the bathroom.
Allegedly. Look at his face, though. I'm sorry. That's not funny. It's not. Henny, it's not funny, okay? It's not funny. Stop laughing, Henny. It's not funny. It's not funny, guys. We should not be laughing at that. Okay? It's not funny. It's funny. Because he going in. He's going in. Baby, let me tell you something. We've all heard the stories. There's been some stories. But I'm going to take this back just a little bit because his facial expressions are killing me.
Damn right you wasn't thinking. You wasn't thinking. Y'all shouldn't have said that. That's some serious allegations. Why say that in the beginning? You're not even from here.
He's not lying. Let me get my
You're
hand
not even
ready.
from this country.
Look at his face.
I could have went straight to Ice-T, fucked you in the bathroom for $2,000 when you was fucking doing waitressing. I didn't even go there.
Allegedly.
You used to fuck in the bathroom.
Allegedly.
The Kit Kat Club, one of them old ass club bitch.
Allegedly.
You're a video vixen.
Allegedly.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.com, our department was
Allegedly. I gotta remove myself from this thing. Everything is allegedly right now because Camron is going in. Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
So I addressed it yesterday. I'm like, nah, don't say sorry because that's some serious shit. And
nah,
I didn't even get at you the way I should have got at you.
Fact.
I left it alone. I'm like, this bitch is bugging. Try to say sorry. So I addressed it yesterday. So I wake up today to go on live. I'm banned for 2 days on live for who knows. I said, let me see why. It's the picture where it's been flagged and I'm banned from live. Whatever.
Okay, so y'all seen this because I posted this on my Instagram page because this is how I feel when I wake up and IG's telling me, oh, I'm restricted from commenting. I can't go live for 24 hours. This is how I be feeling.
I don't give a fuck. That shit don't bother me on them little technology games y'all playing, nigga. I'm from the payphone era, nigga. I had a beeper. Nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Shit don't bother me.
Facts.
So the reason I'm doing this live is just to break that down for people who didn't even understand what was going on. I was going to leave it alone, but then she said sorry, which the sorry wasn't even genuine. That shit was fake.
Right.
I don't know, even convinced her to do this shit, but whoever did, I was smart because I was, now if I sue niggas for defamation of character, I'm a sucker, right? Now, if I sue y'all niggas for defamation of character, I'm a sucker. Well, I might be a sucker.
I know that's right.
I just might be.
I know that's right.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it.
I don't blame him.
Pause.
Now, Henny Glass is in the chat if you think he's wrong for going, if he decides to go for a defamation suit. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing about content creators that need to be careful. And Joe Button falls. If you're a podcaster, if you're just a blogger, if whatever. Cardi B showed you What will happen to you? What could happen to you if you go around spreading false narratives about people? You could very well find yourself sitting in a courthouse being sued for defamation. Okay. And I think that this is something that a lot of content creators do not take into consideration. Again, content creators being whether you do a podcast, a blogcast, a vlogcast, a low budget news reporting channel. Like, I guess that's what I would be considered a underground news reporting channel, gossip tea, whatever. If you putting out false narratives on people, they have the right to sue you. If the things that you are putting out there is detrimental to their business, okay, detrimental to their reputation, they can come for you. And I don't feel that if Camron were to go after Melissa and the podcast and whatever else it's connected to for putting such a slanderous accusation out there, I don't feel he's wrong at all for doing so. Because you outright put an alleged situation out there that could have opened the door. What if there's some bitter ex out there of Cam's? Okay, that now that Melissa has said that is sitting back as we speak, devising some type of scheme or scam to try to take him to court, to try to get an easy win out of him, to get a payday. Because now the allegation is out there. So let me go and step forward. Even if it's a false allegation, let me step forward because the door has been open for that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm a woman and I'm asking you, why would you do that? Ain't no sorry.
I'm thinking about being a sucker for defamation of character.
And you ain't wrong, Cam.
Next thing I see when I wake up, my man shows me, because like I said, y'all niggas, I don't pay y'all niggas no mind. I don't know when y'all come on. I don't know. And listen, it's no slight to y'all, no disrespect to y'all, but what y'all do is use this live right now for content.
Right.
For content. Yo, we do sports.
Right.
How the fuck you know what's going on our show to talk about on your show?
Right.
We do sports, bro. But this will be more content for their show. Watch. This will be the whole topic of their next show. This is what they do. So this was the last time I'm doing it. They don't care about getting ass whippings over there. They don't care about dissing niggas. They don't care about no consequences. It's all content for the show. They don't give a fuck. And this will be their content for this show, which is fine. So now I wake up and my man shows me Queen's Flip talking about nobody going to help Melissa Forde, none of you podcasters. Help her do what?
Right.
Disrespect niggas some more? Niggas act like I'm coming for them. Every action has a reaction. You can't do what you do and just then when somebody reacts to what you do, you be like, oh, why they reacting like that?
Right. Remember, we was talking about that yesterday. For every action, there is a reaction and there are consequences to your actions. And unfortunately, there's consequences for Melissa Forde's actions and for her making this allegation against him. There's going to be consequences for that. So asking who's going to stand up for her, I don't know. Because you just did something that is beyond, like, okay. So basically, that was Camron addressing it. I mean, there's more to it, but we have other things that we have to move on to. He goes on to address Queen's Flip. I don't want to get into that because we don't really do too much hip hop news over here. But I made it a point to want to talk about this because I posted something and yeah. I got into the story and I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But this is the same woman. Now, I want to play this little bit of a clip for you all to get an idea of what we're talking about. Okay. This is something else that she has done that caught my eyes. Okay. So, this was 2 months ago before this incident even happened. And it seems that Melissa had a lot to say about the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And she's feeling away because she says that video vixens did not get their just due. And before we move, away from Joe Buttons and Melissa Forde, I want to give you all of this so that we could have like a quick little powwow. People come up, say what you got to say, and then you go back down type of situation going on. Because I feel like this really spoke about that she feels she possibly and allegedly holds. Shout out to Dragon, I guess, or Dragon.
Here celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Nowhere in the celebration, nowhere in it has been any mention, any acknowledgement of video models. I mean, it is mind-blowing how intentional it seems to leave us out. And I speak for all of us because, it's a huge platform, and I know a lot of them feel this way, that we have been left out of any acknowledgement other than that event that I went to that was put on by a young woman.
Now, Queen's Flip goes on to laugh about this, and she goes on to say that video vixens contributed to hip hop because they were on magazines, they were on this, they were on that. To me, it comes off very entitled, very what about me-ish. I don't know. So this is going to be a two-part question. First part of the question is, do you feel that Camron was wrong, or do you feel that he was right? And do you think that he would be wrong for going after a going after a defamation suit? And do you feel like video vixens should have been included in the 50 years of hip hop? If you do, why? There's the link down below. You can come up. Please answer the question so that we can keep it moving and then go back down. So I can tell you this. Just being around in New York in the 90s, we heard about a lot of the things that were going on in the hip hop community. One of those things we did hear about was we heard a lot of rumors. You can't see that. You can't see that. I don't know why. It's supposed to be an overlay. Oh, that's why I put it in the wrong sector. I put it in the background sector. Okay. Y'all excuse that noise right there. That is my washing machine. It is a little bit off balanced right now because I guess I have my heavy sweater in there. I was wondering where that went to. Okay. We heard a lot of the rumors about a lot of these video vixens in the streets of New York hanging around with a lot of the rappers. And she did not have one of the squeakiest clean reputations. And while she may not have been out there like Corinne Steffens was, she still was rumored to have been with a lot of the hip hop entertainers. There is also a video of Benzino allegedly claiming that he himself had taken down Melissa Forde. So now my other question is, will other rappers come forward and begin to out Melissa Forde's dirt? Because one of the things that I can say is the reason that her name wasn't out there is because she did carry herself in a different manner than Superhead did. And so a lot of people were privy to keep her secrets a secret. And Superhead outed herself. Okay? So, video vixens also did have a very bad reputation in the 90s for being the pass around girls. And a lot of them were rumored to have slept with some of the artists, some of the people who were in charge of videography to become the it girl starring in a lot of the rappers' videos. Again, this portion is allegedly because I do not have any proof to back up that this is something that she did. And these are rumors that were buzzing around the New York streets about a lot of the hip hop girls. Another one that had rumors floating around about them was Buffy the Body, but she is not somebody who is in this story. But a lot of you who grew up in New York in the 90s do know the rumors that you did hear. Yeah, I like how I put the allegedly banner across everything. Now, I do know that a lot of people have dropped off. I'm sorry that you didn't like the content. Something must have rubbed you the wrong way, and that's fine. I guess the algorithm doesn't love me right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, I was sent something earlier today, and this came by way of Honey with the Tea. Okay. Now, this is someone who is on TikTok giving a read on Tesekhi. And I loved this video because this young lady was giving it all. Every last thought that we have had, she said. So now let's listen to what she has to say about this situation.
I appreciate your one fight that they stretched out for 3 episodes. And you definitely beat the bitch up, but I don't think she can fight. But at this point, I need more because Chrisean would have already fought the whole fucking cast.
Facts.
For no reason.
Facts.
But here you are, self-proclaimed Hawk, and you getting played with left and right. Let's talk about it, because the first thing you did was give Natalie a hug and make amends. And you keep trying to make an excuse like, oh, I'm not having no beef with no bitch because of Chrisean. Fuck Chrisean. Didn't this bitch talk about your mother's teeth? So we're not even going to address it, not even watch your mouth. Right. Then she took your kindness for weakness, because then y'all go to the fucking club and the bitch calls you Tekashi 6ix9ine. And you get on Instagram talking about, I'm not going to fight over no name. Me and Natalie are good. So you're not going to fight over a name. You're not going to fight over her talking about your mother's teeth. Okay. I think you think.
Hold on. Before we continue on with that read, baby, where's the lie in any of this? Because a lot of us have been wondering, like, how you gonna let her get away with talking about how your mama ain't got no teeth, she buying teeth for everybody this season. She said that in the first episode when y'all was beefing, and then you go and hug her. Tekashi, Takiti, Tahuti. She was been playing with Tesekhi's name the whole time. You keep making things about Chrisean. You know what? I'm going to let her talk, and then we going to talk.
Think you're a fucking Care Bear, bitch. Why are you hugging everybody? She basically pressed you and asked you for an apology. You took this opportunity to again make it about Chrisean. But it actually had nothing to do with Chrisean because you mocked her and she wanted an apology from you. She asked you for an apology. And regardless of all of the antics, you gave that shit to her. And then you hugged her. Fine, you didn't have to fight her, but you could have checked her temperature. You could have told her, I'm not apologizing because when I said it, I meant it. I'm getting real fed up with the fucking Hakuna Matata, Kumbaya bullshit. Then now it comes out that your team and Glorilla's team has some type of altercation. Glorilla's team is here clowning y'all. Talking about, nah, it wasn't even a fight. Her friend was talking shit. We heard about it. I popped on him. Then everybody was held back. And mad laughing emojis.
where is the lie? Because in her podcast interview, Tesekhi, Lie Tifa, said she didn't want to fight E.T. At first, she was feeling away because of what happened. But then she didn't want to fight her because she fought a person that jumped her. Now you beefing with her? It's giving... I desperately need a storyline because my clout is dying. Because see, here's the thing. Chrisean can give you the clout, but it's what you do afterwards with that clout that gives you the longevity. You feel me? And right now, your 15 minutes of clout fame is running out. And I said this shit a while ago.
But this what the fuck you here talking about? After they clowning your team and your friend and all that, you hear like, oh, me and Glow didn't have no fight. It was all love. Okay, Diddy. Nasi.
Not okay, Diddy. And I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you and Glow may not have had a fight, but your team and her team did. And you're not addressing that. Okay? You're not addressing that at all. And your team got dragged on Twitter by one of her team members, and you ain't say nothing. You kept your... It was on mute. It was on... You know that picture of grabbing the mouth? That was Tesekhi. Her mouth was on. That's her.
See why Chrisean was mad at you, because this is how you roll. You talk all this hawk shit and then you want to kumbaya all over the fucking place. Nobody got
facts. Bitch, you know I eat. What the fuck do you eat? Acai balls? Junk food? Liquor? What do you eat? Because you claim that Animac and Whoa Vicky weren't even appetizers. But Marsh was a meal? Marsh was the same size as Animac. She was a meal? That's how you eat? Let me teach you. Let me teach you. You did that shit for the cameras. You got your lick back. You already got your lick back. You done beat the damn girl up in the damn Sprinter van. You slammed her on the ground and was on top of her. You was beating her up in the Sprinter van. And then you got your leap back. Zeus paid them for you to get your leak back. But we still ain't seen you fight nobody, no heavy hitter, no nothing. We ain't seen you fight nobody who really can give you a run for your money. So you still proving Chrisean correct because you don't stand on business. You don't stand on business, baby. So what's really good? You ain't talking about what happened this night. Why you not talking now? You was running your mouth about Chrisean's fighting her friends all the way up until a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. You was still talking about it. And that happened back when? It happened before Junior was born. Junior 3 months old now. She was pregnant with Junior when that happened. So that was like 4 or 5 months ago that the incident happened. About 4 months ago. About 4.5 maybe months ago. And you still talking about it? But mum's the word on this situation. We want to know about this. What happened? Tell us. Tell us about you diamonds, girl. What happened, meatball? Meatball popping shit, but you know I eat. What you eat? What you eating? The meatballs and the spaghettis?
Got time for that. I could see where Rock is coming from. If we in the house and you know who Woe Vicky is, and I'm telling you, when we see her, you're gonna pop on her and you saying okay, and then you get there and you talk about she's frail and you don't want to do nothing and it's all love. Bitch, you knew what it was when we talked about it. Then you should have never said that. I could understand that being annoying because this is clearly your character. But I think what really puts the icing on the cake for me is this imaginary smoke you have with Smiley all of a sudden.
Facts!
You claim that when you were getting jumped, you felt several hands on your head. And you're pretty certain that Smiley is one of those hands. When did this revelation happen? Because I remember you sitting down smoking with her several times on the show.
This is what I was talking about with her. This is what I was talking about with her. You're sitting up kumbayaing with all of these chicks. You're kumbayaing with these chicks, but you won't forgive your sister. You've seen all those viral videos the way that we saw those viral videos. Don't try to play with our intelligence. Don't we the people call you out for lying. You're lying. We know you seen them videos because they was going around and circulating. I mean, they was heavy in rotation when it happened because everybody was trying to piece together what had happened was. Okay? And now you sitting up here making it seem like you just seen them. Girl, if you don't hurry up and shut the fuck up.
Oh, I know. It happened when you saw all the backlash everybody was getting for violating Smiley, and you realized that in a few episodes, we're going to see you violating Smiley.
Oh, she made a valid point. She made a valid point in this one when she said that. Shout out to Glow Justify on TikTok. You made a very valid point in this one. See, I stopped watching Baddies, and a lot of us stopped watching Baddies, so we don't really know what's going on. Oh, but remember, I told you in order for me to do the video that I did on Tesekhi, I had to go and pay the $5 for the month. So guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna go and catch up on the Baddies, and then I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna tell you all the goings-ons that has happened on that, because since I had to pay my $5, I'm gonna get my $5 worth of content. Okay, I'm gonna get my $5 worth of content. Okay, and I'm gonna let y'all know all the playing in people's faces that I've seen. But this right here,
so you had to come up with this imaginary beef that she put her hands on you so that it could seem reasonable when we see what the fuck you do in the next coming episodes. In true Gemini fashion, you're a few steps ahead and you're trying to plot and scheme. I bet you got the right one. Let's watch this whack ass video.
Bro, I just saw the video. Bro, Smiley was on my head too.
Well, Tesekhi.
Now her sound is off a little bit. So it's not my thing, it's her thing. Her sound is off. But y'all already know that I have already shown y'all this video in slow motion from different angles, 2 different angles. You didn't see that video. You didn't see the other video that I posted. You ain't seen none of that. And let me tell you something. When you go back and watch that video, you are going to see Tesekhi's head being pulled. But if her head is being pulled by Smiley, her head would have been pulled this way. Her head was being pulled back, which tells me Janet J was grabbing your head. She had your head while she was on your head. Not Smiley, baby. But go ahead with your storyline, because we know you need it. We know you starving. You dying in these streets, honey.
Let me tell you something. I just saw the video. Too. And I don't see shit.
Facts.
All I see is you trying to drag out some fake ass beef, because I don't see a motherfucking thing. Out of all the beef you could have had this season, this is what you're going with? Boo. Rotten tomatoes. At this point, just bring Rock back, okay? You tried. Go do music. I like that for you. This ain't it. Because say what you want about Rock, but don't nobody play with her.
Facts.
At all.
Ever.
Anyway, I'm sure this is an unpopular opinion, so go ahead.
No, baby, that was a very popular opinion, my love. Very popular opinion, very well broken down, very well articulated, okay? Because what she said to end that off, thank you for the Cash App. Wait a minute. Candy, I believe, Candace. Thank you for the Cash App. Nobody plays with Chrisean. Nobody. Okay? Nobody, baby. Now, Not only has she gone on to pick a fight with Smiley, Tifa has gone on to pick a fight with E.T. Now she's fighting with E.T. Go freaking figure. Okay, go freaking figure. And I kind of have a problem with something that she did because we just had a whole big controversy. Now, if you can't see what that is, feel free to zoom in. This came from Tesekhi's Instagram. And as you can see, she put the ET over the eyes and said, I want to know what did you do to my girl T? Nothing at all, both rounds. Why you think you could do something with me? But it's being speculated she's calling E.T. the monkey. Didn't we just have a whole controversy about this whole monkey thing? Didn't we just go through this with Erica Mena and Spice? And don't worry, I'm going to do a video on this and the Erica Mena and Spice thing because Erica never called Spice a black monkey. She called her a blue monkey in reference to the blue hair that she is always wearing. Not excusing the fact that she called her a monkey. But let's be clear about something. If we're going to be outraged about something, it is not passable for one, but I'm outraged for the other. If we don't want people to start calling us certain things, we should not be using them against one another. That's how I feel. You don't have to like my opinion or agree with me. That's fine. We can agree to disagree. But if I don't want somebody calling me a monkey, I'm not calling no one else that either. Okay? But now, Scarface clapped back and reposted this to her story. Basically, it's a Scarface versus the boring M word, with the favor being towards Scarface. Now, some people are in their feelings because of what Scarface posted, but are overlooking what Tesekhi posted. You have to stop being selective with the outrage. General public, all of us. We have to pick when we draw lines in the sand. We should not be disrespecting one another. But here's the thing. A lot of people got angry when people were coming at, thank you, Woke for Days, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. A lot of people got in their feelings in that Erica Mena and Spice situation. And some people were saying, well, Spice was talking about her son. And people were saying she wasn't talking about her son. She was speaking on her son because she was speaking on the relationship. And she said that her son doesn't like her. Erica's older son is a touchy subject for her. Spice, being once close to Erica and closest to Safari, already knew that. So she knew what the hell she was saying when she said what she said. Now, remember, we were talking about you cannot predict somebody's reaction to what you say. And I'm not justifying. I'm making a valid point. You cannot pick the level of outrage and disrespect or how low somebody is going to go when you hit them in a trigger spot. Tifa calling E.T. a monkey is disgusting. Erica calling Spice a monkey was disgusting. But now to say that Scarface's reaction, which she's actually reposting something that somebody else made, to say that, oh, that's wrong, she shouldn't have done it, blah, 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 blah. No, she's responding to what Tifa did, calling her a monkey. Okay, she's responding. Let's call it what it is. She's responding. That's right, Gym Lifestyle. Evelyn on Basketball Wives made monkey noises, ape noises towards OG. It is a criminal accusation, but it is an accusation that has been out here that has never been addressed. And if you're going to call me whatever, you cannot control how I respond. Hear me again. Spice spoke on something that was triggering for Erica, and Erica responded. Was the response justified? I'm not getting into that, but it was disgusting. But it was also disgusting for Spice to weaponize her relationship with her son. That was disgusting as well. As a mother, you weaponized her struggles with her relationship with her son. That was disgusting. You went low, Spice, and Erica went to hell. Tesekhi, Latifah. That was disgusting to call that girl a freaking monkey. You went low, E.T. went to hell. I wasn't bothered by it either, T from China. I was not bothered by it. I wasn't outraged or any of that. But at the same time, in the climate that we are in, if we are going to speak facts, you cross lines. You cannot tell somebody they can't cross another line. You can't. I cross this line, but you can't cross a line. You cannot do that. But as I just said, all parties involved, the behavior is disgusting. So they're all playing on a disgusting playing field. Exactly, Peggy. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's talk about it, Tiara. It was disgusting for Spice to fat shame Tokyo as well. Listen, if we going to get into that Spice conversation, I got a lot to say because we watched Spice go from being a lovable person on the show to being a person whose character really changed and became really, really wretched. It became really wretched. She became a mean girl. Let's say what it is. Spice became a mean girl as the seasons went on. And I don't like it. But now to get back to the story at hand, Tifa dead ass wrong. Okay? Tifa is dead ass wrong. But you know, I knew it was just a matter of time before people saw her for who she really was. And I'm so glad that Chrisean left the show. Because with Chrisean not being there, baby, you don't have a storyline. And you don't have anybody to blame for the image that you have out there right now but yourself. You are playing yourself right now in front of the public's eyes, and we the people see it, and we the people calling you out on it, and we the people don't like it. No. We don't like it. Without Chrisean, you are flopping, baby. And I hate to say that. And a lot of the people who love Tifa are sitting up here getting mad because she's constantly being referred to as Chrisean Rock's sister and being in Chrisean's shadow. Why she ain't got her own identity? Because that's not how she came in the game. She came into Chrisean's arena. Let's talk about it. She came into Chrisean's arena. Okay, now she want to say Chrisean crossed over into her lane with music. Chrisean ain't singing. Chrisean is rapping and doing her thing over here. You are the singer. You sang. So she didn't go into the R&B lane. But you decided to go into her lane with Baddies. You wanted to get on Baddies. You came on Baddies. You stepped into her spotlight. Who do we know to be in that spotlight? Chrisean. Who's the bigger star out of the two of you? Chrisean, do you think that Jermaine and Tito and all of them appreciated being called Michael Jackson's brothers? The only reason why Janet Jackson is not called Michael Jackson's little sister any longer, because she was at one point in time, is because she got out there and made a name for herself. So she earned being called Janet Jackson. But anybody else, when you talk about Blanket, when you talk about Paris's kids, they always say Michael Jackson's daughter, Michael Jackson's son, Michael Jackson's mother, Michael Jackson's father. Because that's how we identify them. We identify her as Chrisean Rock's sister Latifah. She's going to have to get over it. You don't want to be known as Chrisean Rock's sister. You should have never went to Baddies East. You should have took your ass to Now That's TV and went over there and got on South Central Baddies, because since you claim you can eat, then you can hold your own over there. Okay? Chrisean went to South Central Baddies, but that's not where we really popped off at with her. We know her from reality TV, yes, but she made a name for herself on Zeus. She brought the Baddies franchise up. But you could have went to Baddies, South Central Baddies, and gone on over there and fought them over there. You could have shopped yourself to Love and Hip Hop. You've been out here doing music. You could have shopped yourself to Mona Scott and seen if she picked you up. There's so many different things that you could have done, and you could have used Chrisean's name as a door to get through. But you got your booty done being Chrisean Rock's sister. You got on Baddies East being Chrisean Rock's sister. Now all of a sudden you don't want to be Chrisean Rock's sister no more now that you done got on. Girl, bye. You'll forever be Chrisean Rock's sister. We gonna little girl you the way you tried to little girl Chrisean on that van that day when she was pregnant. Yeah, and you threatened to F her up while she was pregnant, baby. I'm not gonna forget that, and I'm not gonna let the peoples forget that neither, that you threatened her while she was pregnant, carrying your nephew. And your fan base is like Jaden's fan base. And I'm going to leave it at that. They don't like you because of what you do. They like you because of who they don't like. Natalie. You just said, like Natalie said, at the end of the day, Tifa wanted it very easily handed to her. Exactly. But Natalie used you. She played you, baby, because she wanted Chrisean off the show. She's been trying to get Chrisean off the show since Baddies West, when she slapped her in front of everybody and Natalie didn't get her lick back. You trying to portray yourself to be the opposite of Chrisean, and everybody expected you to be like Chrisean, but everybody's playing in your face because you're sitting back allowing it because you so thirsty for clout that you're going to allow yourself to be played. Not me, baby. Right, she got her lick back on Scotty. What you mean who she hasn't met, Coco? I don't understand the question. They compared her and Jaden and Vabby. Oh, baby, them comments ate her up earlier, especially Chastity. Exactly, Angel. Put off the show, and now you need her back. Y'all know y'all need her back. Because Tifa didn't deliver what they thought she was going to deliver. Because she can't deliver it because she ain't Chrisean, baby. There's only one Chrisean Rock. And Natalie showed you when she played Chrisean's song, Mr. Take Your B, when she introduced it and was singing it in the club, she showed you. Chrisean tried to warn you that Natalie is a flip-flopper. You think Natalie gonna hold alliance to you? You ain't bringing Natalie no money. She's not gonna care about you, honey. So you could get on all of the platforms you want to and talk about how Chrisean can't fight and how she's very strong, but how she can't fight and this, that, and the third. All you need is strength, baby. All you need is a powerful blow. And see, the difference between Chrisean is Chrisean don't pick fights. She finishes them. She's not a bully, but you don't play with her. She'd have had that whole house spun upside down. They ain't playing in her face. They might play behind her back, but they ain't going to play in her face. We saw that. Okay? Now, before we go, where's Chrisean? Chrisean is booed up with K Suave. Her and Junior have taken refuge in the Suave mansion. Junior had a play date. They had a movie night. Jay cooked. And I don't have the clip set up on here because, like I said to y'all earlier, I was washing my work clothes. Right now, my sweater is washing, and that takes the longest to wash because I put it on a gentle cycle. Because I have to go to work tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I will be working on content for you guys while I'm at work. And I'm loving this soft girl era for her. She deserves it. She earned it. Okay? She earned every bit of this soft girl era that she is in. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. And now we know that when she is silent, it no longer means that she's with Blue. She is over with K Suave. K Suave, excuse me. And her and Junior are safe. There are some people that feel a way about it, but she needs to go where she's safe at. Where her and Junior can be safe at. And the fact that K Suave is offering that to her, I applaud the young man for offering that to her and her child. Because guess what? The night that Blue went and took Junior, it could have went real bad. It could have went far left to a point of no return. But thanks to the covering and grace that she and Junior have over their lives, it did not turn out in a bad situation. Junior may have gotten a cold, but baby, this situation didn't go far left. So I'm very happy for her. I'm here for the peace. I'm here for the tranquility. As far as her house goes, I believe she should just leave that house to Tessa and them and let them have that house. And she and Junior go and get another house. Okay? Go and get another house. And don't show us nothing. If you want to show us something, baby, only show us one specific room of your house where you go live in. Don't show us the outside. Don't show us the backyard. Don't show us none of that shit. Even though we would love to see it, don't show it to us. Because these people out here doxing you and giving up your address. Okay? So I say find a new house. Let your family stay in that house because the rent is paid up for a year. Let them figure it out when the year is over. Because that's more than enough time for people to get on their feet and do what they have to do. Okay? That's more than enough time. And if they need more time for that, more time than that, I mean, then that's on them. They better come up with that mortgage. That's what they better do. Who was that said that? Because you said it in caps. Hold on, y'all. No, ma'am. Where, Yolanda? Because I just looked on Instagram and it's not there. Why I gotta put my glasses on? I'm trying to. You know, I should have never told y'all about my glasses because now y'all just be bothering me about my glasses. Y'all just be on me about my glasses now. I can see a little bit. Now, Yolanda, if I go over here and I don't see nothing, Yolanda, there's no video over here. The last time they posted was 3 days ago over here. Okay, you know what? I don't even see that. I didn't see no title that says that. Clickbait. It's clickbait. Jaden ain't back home. I just watched it and I ain't share it with y'all because I ain't finna share nothing with y'all that's inaccurate. That was clickbait. Jaden's not back home. Not from what we know. I seen it already, Alicia. I watched it just now. It is not what you think. It says Jaden's back home and who's the mystery woman, but when you get back on there, when you watch the video, she's not back home. They're talking about how she's with Sadie. Just saying. Well, y'all, I'm going to go. I'm not going to speak on other tea pages and other bloggers. What they do is what they do. I also don't feel like going into Dre's live. I am going to go in here and start dinner for my children, even though, I don't feel like it. I feel like telling them to do what they do, figure it out. Okay? Because as a mother, if I tell you to do something, that means to do it. And nobody followed my instructions. So y'all are teenagers and young adults. Y'all can figure it out. I want a seafood boil. I've been wanting a seafood boil since my birthday, but I did not want to get the seafood boil and I have to buy seafood boils for everybody else. I've been wanting a seafood boil for a while now. I'm about to check and see what I'm about to do for me. I might go get me a seafood boil and they can figure out what they want. And I'm going to tell them it came from y'all. I'm going to tell them y'all sent me the cash apps to get me a seafood boil. So I'm going to blame it on y'all. Well, shit, it's the first of the damn month. It's the beginning of the month. We still paying bills around here. The rent was paid. Now it's the light bill, the cable bill, the cell phone bill. Child, please. All the bills come out in the beginning of the month. So, girl, you not cooking for money. Your nieces didn't come straight home like I told them to. I told them straight home from school, both of them. And they didn't come home from school. Straight home. There was a reason I said come straight home. Baby, they ain't here. Ain't no door open. Ain't nobody come over here bothering me, letting me know they home, trying to tell me about their day. Nobody did any of that because ain't nobody walked up in here yet. So, Henny, Finny, check the price of my seafood boil and my fundage. And I'm going to get that. And I'm going to eat that because this is the last night of my vacation. Because at 8 a.m., I'm back on the clock. And they missing out on a good meal, too. Now, what'll more than likely happen is I'm going to cook it tomorrow, or my oldest will cook it tomorrow because it's already seasoned and it's already injected with flavor. So it's just ready to go. But yeah, they messing up. You know that's how it goes, Yolanda. As soon as it get here they come. But I haven't done anything for myself except for get my nails and my feet done for my birthday. I haven't done nothing for myself really. So that's what I need to do for me. I've been wanting it since my birthday. I'm going to get it. Well, I know one of them is at the community center and the other one is hanging out. And I can tell you what they finna do. I call, they not going to answer the phone. Oh, the rainbow chick, no problem. I told y'all I was going to spend time with y'all. And I didn't even spend the time with y'all that I wanted to. But just know that tomorrow I plan on packing up my laptop and taking it with me to work so I can start removing some of my content. Because the 15th will be here before you know it. So fingers crossed for me, guys, that the other channel gets monetized so we can start getting some of this YouTube money going again. And this channel, I've got to start cleaning it up on the reviews that I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing some recorded reviews over here where I pull up the lives and I react to them and all of that. So, you know, we're going to get these channels organized. I've been talking about it for a while. I finally got the hard drive. I'm going to get it done. And y'all are going to see, you know, we'll still come over here and go live and talk about what's going on, of course, because this is what we do over here. This is still my main page. But we're going to work on things, and I'm working on the Patreon too. So y'all will have a Patreon where y'all will get longer videos, but I probably won't post as much content over there because those videos are they're very lengthy and time consuming to put them together when they're long like that. So, but yeah, keep tuned. Thank y'all for all of y'all support and love that y'all give me. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. Please get the likes up on the video, guys. Like the video, like the video, guys. Like it. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. I just want the likes. You know, get the likes. Give me the likes. Give me the likes. So I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. You know, I know it was a little different, but I want y'all to remember that I love y'all. Thank y'all for spending time and space with me. Y'all be good how y'all be good. And when you rest, rest well. Love is always love, y'all. Peace.